We didn't change, our skin did. So why are we still doing a no makeup look like it's 2018? So bring on easy, natural looking makeup in 2026 for mature skin. I already have my sunscreen on and my moisturizer, and I'm just adding some hydration to the lips because, well, they need all the help they can get. Let's just gonna let them marinate while we do the rest of our makeup. If we haven't met before, hi, I'm Jodi. I'm 55 and I am your midlife beauty bestie. You notice I didn't say just your midlife bestie because, like, I can't cook. I'm not a very good cook, so I can't really help you out there. Fashion, not my thing either. I try, but I've got some really good fashion YouTuber influencer friends that I have on speed dial when I need a fashion tip or two. But beauty, I got you covered. It's a passion, I love it, and it's ever changing, right? Because like there's just things happening with our face that sometimes looks good yesterday and today you're like, what the heck happened? The key to a no makeup look is to make it look effortless, it's fast, and it just looks like I woke up this way. So the first thing that we're gonna do is start with some blush. This is the Natasha Denona High Glam. This is a cream product which I really like. This is in the shade Sweet Cheeks. And I'm just going to apply that right on my cheek, just about like that. Don't worry if it's not perfect because a no makeup look is not about perfection. You do want to make sure that they're even though. And I like to carry that blush all the way into that, dare I say, hollowness that has become a thorn in my side. And yeah, we're gonna leave it just like that. Next I'm gonna go in with some concealer. This is the RMS Revitalize Hydra Concealer. I just need to go on this outer corner and the inner corner of my eye and then a dot or two right through there. I'm gonna let that sit for about 30 seconds and let it set up a little bit. Then I'm gonna go in with my fingers and lightly tap that out. You guys, I'm so glad you're enjoying the Friday face-offs every week. You know, for 3 years I did those every other week, and it just dawned on me this year that let's do those every week because there's so many products on the market, and for our more mature skin, many of them are not designed with our unique skin needs in mind. And I have a drawer full of makeup that would echo that sentiment. Do you as well? What is the one makeup product that you, I don't want to say hoard, like it's a bad thing, but is there something that you just buy and don't get rid of? Like, is it eyeshadows? Is it concealers? Is it foundations? Is it eyeliners, eyebrow pencils? Do you have one makeup product that you just really just are on the search forever for the right one? I'm curious to know. I think mine would be blushes and probably foundations. All right, speaking of foundation, we are gonna go in with the Plump and Glow by Maybelline. I have this in shade 118. I'm gonna put it on a damp beauty sponge because part of the no makeup look is, again, you wanna almost see the skin. I just like a little bit more hydration because my skin doesn't naturally glow, but that is a characteristic of a no makeup look. I just have 3 little dots, if you will. And I'm gonna apply those on the outer perimeter of my face first because I want to put the most product on the outer areas and then move the thinner amount of product where I have more movement. And for me, that's obviously around my mouth and then my eyes, because my eyes, they're expressive. Sometimes I wish they weren't as expressive and you wouldn't be able to tell what I was thinking. So with that damp beauty sponge, you can see this gives good coverage, but it still gives me skin-like coverage. It's not a mask. And I do like a full coverage foundation. The thing with using a beauty blender is you want to make sure that you are pressing when you're pouncing. You don't want to just pounce and pick up real quick, because imagine if you had wet paint and you had a brush and you were just picking it up real quick, you get sort of that uneven edges. That is the same process when you apply a foundation with a beauty sponge, is you don't want to just quickly pounce. You really want to pounce and press. See how that blush sort of takes a back seat, but you can still see there's some color to the skin? Again, that's what I like in a no makeup look, is something that this looks effortless. Now, as of late, I've gotten some discoloration in the corner of my eye, so I'm just gonna go back in with a little bit more of that foundation and put it in that darker spot. And then I wanna bring that all the way across my eyelid because I really wanna neutralize any discoloration on my eyes. You can use your concealer for this. I'm gonna use the foundation because it's a little thicker of a formula than that revitalized concealer. Now I've got a few little red spots right here. I'm not really sure what that is, probably because of all the different skincare products I'm trying all the time. So I'm gonna go in with the smallest amount of foundation and just cover that up a little bit. Not too much, I just don't really care for that. Now because I want more full coverage in that one area, I'm gonna apply it with a brush and just press that in. And then going in and adding a little bit more of that foundation, I'm gonna go into my eyelids because I wanna cancel out any redness. I want my eyelids to look as though they did when I was 20. And what I mean by that is I don't expect the wrinkles to go away, but the discoloration really does throw off a makeup look and adds years to your age. So really neutralizing with a more full coverage approach with your foundation helps give you that I just woke up, I have beautiful healthy skin kind of a look that we're going for in a no makeup look. All right, next I'm gonna go in with the Anastasia of Beverly Hills brow pencil. This is in the shade Blonde. When it comes to a no makeup look or any makeup look for our more mature skin, we wanna lean a little bit to the warm side when it comes to our brows. Why? Because as we age, our brows naturally look a little more dull and cool and grayish in tone. We lose some of the pigment from our eyebrow hairs. So warming that up just so slightly, and trust me, I'm not somebody that likes anything warm when it comes to my makeup, whether it's my foundation, my blush, my eyeshadow, I tend to go more to the neutral side, and that comes from years of being teased of looking like Ronald McDonald. I don't know, just I probably should have went to therapy for that, but I didn't. So anyway, it's just childhood memories. So I like to stay more towards the cool side of things, except for the brows. Once I started warming up my brows a little bit, it's made a big difference to the overall look, and I feel like it makes you look a little younger. So if you're struggling with your makeup look and you're just like, gosh, something's off, maybe try warming up the brow products that you're using just a little, and you might see the difference that you're looking for. But because this is a no makeup look, I'm really keeping it light. I'm just kind of filling in the brows that I have. I'm not trying to add a whole lot of brow. I do have to add a little bit of height to this side because I have an arch on this side and not so much on that side. So whatever you need to do to make your brows look a little more symmetrical, remembering that brows are meant to be sisters and not twins. No one's brows are meant to look exactly the same as of each other. On each side. I'm gonna curl my lashes. I'm not gonna put a lot of shadow on. Now I like to have curled eyelashes just to give me a little bit more of an awake look. All right, so going back into the blush palette that we use, I'm gonna add a little bit more of that blush onto my finger, and I'm just gonna apply it to the center of my lid on both sides. So center being the center of the eyeball and up a little bit to the arch. Not too much, just a little bit. Go back into that brush that we used to apply that foundation and just lightly spread it out. I don't want to go corner to corner. I don't want an eyeshadow look. I just want to warm up the eyelid area. As I'm doing this, I'm thinking this is probably one of those questions my husband would ask. Why do you put all that foundation on to neutralize the color, getting the red out, only to then go add a little bit of red back? Because it's warmth and we need a little bit of warmth for our eyes. Next, I'm gonna go in with a brown eyeliner pencil. This is the one by Urban Decay. This is their 24/7. I really like these, clearly. It's awfully small. And I'm just gonna go in and push this up underneath my lash line. I'm not trying to tight line or anything fancy. I'm really just trying to give a little bit more fullness to the base of my lashes. And you'll notice, so here's the side that I haven't done, and we'll do one side so you can see what a difference this makes. Some people like this and some people don't. So see, without even adding mascara, that just gives a little bit more fullness to the lashes. Not overdone, not too makeup-y looking, but just a nice, oh, you've got nice, thick, pretty lashes. But I don't, I faked it. Now this becomes an important step for any makeup look. If you're starting to see what I'm starting to see as I'm getting older, not only are my lashes farther spaced, there are a few of them on my eyelid, but the underside of that eyelid where we would normally tightline is becoming more and more visible. So there's almost your eyeball and then there's a clear line or a skin line and then your lashes. That's not how it's really supposed to look. And I'm just seeing more and more of that area of my eye then I'd like to. Now, if you're not comfortable adding an eyeliner to that underside, then you can always take a small flat brush, something like this, with a darker eyeshadow and go and push it right in at those lashes, and that will give you the same effect. I just like this because I feel like it's a little bit faster. Next, we're gonna go with some mascara. This is the new Curl Goddess by Lancome. It's from their Idol line. I'll link all these products down below in case you're looking to add something to your collection. I really enjoyed this. It's not a tubing mascara, and I know many of you were looking for a good mascara that is not a tubing mascara. I like this one because I curl my lashes, as you just saw, which I think is an important step for a no makeup look, but sometimes mascara doesn't help hold the curl. I find that this mascara holds the curl. So for me, that was something I didn't know I needed until I had it, and then I was like, oh, well, why? Of course I'd love that. Why wouldn't I? I'm gonna go a little bit to the bottom lashes. You don't have to do this step, and you don't have to use a mascara that gives you such an extreme look. I just like to because, I don't know, I just like one notch above a no makeup look, but you could stop with a normal mascara. All right, and then to finish off, we're gonna go back to that blush because I like everything to look very monochromatic, but not overdone when it comes to a no makeup look. I'm gonna go back in with that same blush. I'm gonna go lightly on my lips. When you use the same pink or peach or whatever blush tones you use on your eyes, on your cheeks, and on your lips on a no makeup look, it just looks more natural, easy, effortless, no makeup-y. You know what I mean? And then because this has the highlight in it, I'm gonna grab a little bit of that highlighter right in the center. You could always add a little highlighter on the cheeks if you wanted. And that's how we go from a no makeup to a full glam. So let me stop. So there you go. Super easy, right? Isn't that a fun look that just says, yeah, I woke up with just this really cute, rosy, natural look to my skin, and that's not true at all. That's augmented reality, but isn't that the world we live in these days? This is one of my favorite no makeup looks going into 2026. It's fresh, it's updated, it's not overdone, and it just says, yeah, I woke up like this. If this video was helpful, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and if you really wanted to help me out, hit the hype button. What that does, it sort of like gives it a round of applause, if you will, and it pushes it in front of more people that are searching for makeup, no makeup look, those of us over 50, so it helps push out the video to other people that might be looking for it. All right, you guys, make sure that you subscribe to the channel because I'm doing Friday face-offs every week. And yeah, I just did a review on this, which is probably why you're seeing it again. I mean, that's kind of a spoiler alert, I guess, which one I like better than that Friday face-off. But if you haven't seen it, I'll link it right up here for you. And I've got a concealer Friday face-off right around the corner that you don't want to miss. And certainly most important, thank you for those of you that have become channel ambassadors. There's about 60 of us now, and I'm so grateful that you have chose to be a part of the community. It's 99 cents a month, $12, you guys, for the entire year. The whole year is 12 bucks. So I hope you join us. You can hit that join button down below. That does it for me today. Thanks so much for being here. I'll see you in just a couple days. Bye-bye.